Okay, good morning, everyone. So today's topic that I bring to you is the SDGs in the EFL classroom. But before getting into in-depth topic, what are the Sustainable Development Goals? This is a plan developed by the United Nations and agreed by all the countries to work towards by 2030 to fight global inequality, extreme poverty, and respect our planet. But how could we transfer these or join these worldwide initiatives in our classroom from our classroom perspective? So the first thing that we need to know is that the Sustainable Development Goals, there are 17, and they are all connected from somewhat to the topics we cover in our classroom. But how to implement these SDGs in the classroom? It's not just for the EFL classroom, it's for the classroom in general. So no matter what language we speak and no matter what subject we speak, this is something that we need to be sure that everybody knows that it's a worldwide goal. So here, the first step would be to understand how peace education and the school curriculum is connected to any of these SDGs. In this case, I have chosen SDG 16 connected to peace, justice, and strong institutions. And in our curriculum, it's important to include tolerance and, oops, sorry, okay. So, and in terms of tolerance, we need to include this level of transversality in which we help the students to develop respect for people whose abilities, beliefs, culture, race, or other characteristics are different from their own. So on the second aspect that we need to consider seriously in our curriculum is to develop the skills in our students as active listening, impulse control, empathy, anger management, and the appreciation of differences between people and groups. Also, improving communication skills as problem-solving abilities, how these problem-solving abilities can create safety, justice, and a sense of community. And finally, one of the aspects that are very important and changing the way we introduce history. And what we usually do is that curricular materials in schools, they're focused primarily on war rather than on peace and peacemakers. And from that sense, we promote a peace history sense by introducing peacemakers and activists. So we have some well-known worldwide faces like Sir Ken Robinson, who just passed away, or people who have lead pacifist movements like Gandhi and Nelson Mandela. However, we need to introduce in our school curriculum local activists and local peacemakers. So we have two fine examples here in Ecuador. So Matilde Hidalgo de Prosser from Loja in Ecuador, she was the first woman who got a degree in, as a doctor in medicine. And also she was the first woman elected for a public office. And also she was the first woman in Latin America to vote. So on the other hand, and we have a current activist, Nema Grefa Ushigua. She is the Zapara Nation leader in Ecuador, and her activism goes to the protection of the Amazon and the rainforest. So, and getting to know all these activists, the ones who have lead any kind of change in the world, should be a must in our curriculum. Okay, and this is connected to SDG 16. So there are some other activities that we could do and we implement in the classroom. Paola talked a little bit about concept-based learning and how we can promote or make it something more concrete in actions. For example, this is a real life example of one of the projects my students at the university developed in order to solve an environmental problem connected to their subject. So in this case, they were combining 3 SDGs: climate action, life below water, and life on land. In this case, this is the one of the examples of the projects they had to present because we are in virtual education. On the other hand, this is one of my favorites. And this is an example of how you could plan your lesson connected to different SDGs. This short film, here you have the site, the link where you could access this kind of videos. It's called Ian, and this is based on a real life story. So this is a very interesting activity, and the students really love authentic material. So you can connect the different SDGs to the topics presented in the classroom. Participating in the PopUp Festival, and this is one of the activities we are very active from our institute, we're English Institute. We are active members of the PopUp Festival activities. And this is connected to good health and well-being. So working with emotional and social-emotional aspects from our students to express their emotions. And this is a very, very interesting activity because the students, they develop different kind of projects in order to express their emotions about different global issues, but also, and the main aspect here is to take care of their own emotional well-being. Here we have some wonderful links and wonderful institutions and wonderful website where you can get lesson plans ready for you to use and implement SDGs in your classroom. So the world's largest lesson, it's a partnership with United Nations to promote SDGs, and there are a good amount of lesson plans, readers, videos that you can use in the classroom. So then we have Film English, just as the one that I show you, with where you can get the short film. 6 Seconds Organization is another partner with United Nations. Of course, United Nations website and Big Left Journal, which is one of the organization that provide some free downloadable resources. And advocacy is one of the important aspects in our lives. So this group of Ecuadorian professionals believe in quality education. And that is why we support and we thank one more time Rob Howard's initiative through EFLtalks, because we Ecuadorian ELT professionals believe in quality education. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you so much for joining us.